This is my drawing of Jinu's demon form from the K-pop Demon Hunters, and today I'm going to teach you each and every step so that you can draw this yourself. So grab a pen and paper and let's get started. Let's begin in the center of our page with the inside edge of the eyes. Let's start with the gap in the center. Start on the left and draw a straight angle line going up and then out. Let's line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now I'm going to work our way across the top of the eyelid. So let's start back on the left. We're going to bend this across and then out. Do the same thing on the right side. Work our way around the side, coming down and in with a straight line. And we're just going to flatten off the bottom, coming straight in towards a point. Now I'm going to add a thick lash across the top. So let's start from the bottom left side, angles up and then out. Now I want to bend this down and in, and go across and then down towards the inside. Let's fill that lash in black. Let's do the same thing on the right. Starting from the inside, bend this up, out, and then up. Angle this back down along the side, and we'll fill that in. Now I want to tuck the iris and pupil underneath the eyelid. So starting on the left side, I'm going to draw a half circle, coming down and then up, and we'll line it up on the right side. Let's add the pupil. So in the center, I'm just going to bend this down and in toward the center point, almost like drawing a cat's eye. Now I'm going to go in between the eyes, come all the way down in the middle and draw the bottom edge of the nose. So we're going to start with a curve, going down and up, angles down and out across the nostrils, go around and then up along the sides. Now in the center, draw a small curve across the bridge of the nose. Now directly underneath the nose, we're going to draw the mouth. We're going to start with a point. Let's bend the mouth, going up and then out towards the left and right side. And then we'll bend this back up towards the corners of the mouth. Let's add the upper lip, starting along the top in the middle, bend this down and then up, angle this down and then out. Let's draw the lower lip, starting back and left, curve this down, across, and then up. Now let's go back up to the top and draw the bottom edge of the hat brim. So we're going to start all the way over on the left side of our page, curve this down, just up above the eyes, go across, and then up. And now underneath the hat brim, we're going to layer in the hair. Let's start right in the center, curl this down and in, and then taper that back up underneath. Let's go all the way over towards the right side. We're just going to bend the hair, coming down across the eye, and then out, taper that in, curl this around and out to create another point, and up underneath the hat. Let's go all the way over towards the right side, coming down and out, and then taper that back in. Now from the inside edge of the eyes, underneath the hat, we're going to draw a straight angled line, coming down and in on both sides. Go underneath the hair on the right. Now I'm going to step up, draw the edge of the eyebrow, going up and then out. Let's fill the eyebrows in black. Now we're going to curve the side of the head coming in towards the jaw. So let's start on the left side, bend this down, and then in towards the jaw. Let's go over towards the right and do the same thing, coming down and in towards the same height. Now I want to round out the jaw, come down and in towards the chin, and then we'll round out the chin, coming down and then up. Let's move out to the side and draw on the ears. We're going to start from the left side, bend this up and then out. Now over on the right, it's going to get tucked in behind the hair. So we're going to go around, bend this around and then down. Curl this down, and then in, and curl that up across the ear lobes. Let's add a fold across the top and side of the ears. So we're just going to follow those curves coming down. And then on the inside, let's add a hook. Let's close off the side of the head, starting on top of the ear underneath the hat brim, bend this down and then in. Now before we get into the details of the face, let's draw on the neck. We're going to start on the left side. We're going to start with a straight angle line, coming down and then out, go over towards the right, so the neck gets thicker across the base. Curl this down and in across the collar. Pull that in towards the center point. Underneath the chin on either side, we're going to add the throat, coming down and then in. Now from the bottom corners of the neck, we're going to step up and draw the collar. Then it's out and then down on both sides. Curve this down and then in towards the bottom of our page. And we'll angle this up and then in towards that center point. Now just on the outside of the head, we're going to draw those tassels coming down. So let's start underneath the hat brim. Draw a straight line coming down alongside the ear. Now right here, we're going to draw a circle for a bead. Let's move over towards the left, draw another straight line coming down toward that circle. Let's do the same thing on the right. We're going to start underneath the hair, coming down towards the same height. Add that circle, pushing that out towards the side. We'll add the line along the outside. Now we're going to draw a short string with two lines coming down towards the next bead, and add another circle. Let's continue working down. So from the outside, come down to right about there. Draw another line. Let's add another large circle. Now I'm going to draw a small circle in the center. Draw a larger bead. Now I'm just going to pull that string all the way down toward the bottom of our page. Let's move over and do the same thing on the right. We're going to come down towards the same height. Add that large bead. Add a small bead in between. And we'll pull this all the way down towards the bottom. Now on the side of the collar, we're going to slope the shoulders, coming down in behind that string, go all the way down towards the bottom, and do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to go all the way back up to the top and draw the bottom edge of the hat. We're going to start by lining up the side of the head on the top, goes down, and then up. Now this hat is quite large, so we're just going to pull this all the way up and in outside of our page. Do the same thing on the right. And we're just going to add a little ribbon across the bottom with that same curve. Let's round up the end of the hat, brim. Just pull that in and up in behind the hat. Now I switch to my thinner marker and add those details across the face. Let's start from the left and work our way across towards the right. And once we finish adding in all those details, we'll be sure to send our artwork and add a splash of color, and that's pretty much it. There's a portrait illustration of Jinu's demon form from the K-pop Demon Hunters. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you did, you might want to check out this video over here. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.